A long time ago, in the busy city of Jericho, there lived a man named Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus had a very important job. He was a tax collector. That meant he collected money from the people and gave it to the Roman rulers. But most people didn't like tax collectors. Why? Because sometimes tax collectors took extra money for themselves. People thought they were greedy. And yes, Zacchaeus was rich, but he was not happy. Every day, Zacchaeus walked through the streets, but people avoided him. Children ran past him, laughing. Adults whispered behind his back. "There goes the tax collector," they said. "He takes more than he should." Zacchaeus felt lonely. He had money, but he didn't have friends. Deep down, he wanted to see Jesus. He had heard amazing stories. Jesus healed a blind man yesterday, and he fed 5,000 people with just 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Zacchaeus' heart skipped with excitement. "I must see him," he thought. One morning, Zacchaeus heard wonderful news. People were shouting in the streets, "Jesus of Nazareth is coming to Jericho. He is teaching about God and helping people." Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus more than anything. He ran to the street, but there was a problem. He was very short. "Oh no, I can't see over all these people. How will I ever see Jesus?" He tried standing on his tiptoes. He tried jumping up and down. He even asked a stranger to lift him up, but it didn't work. Then Zacchaeus saw a sycamore tree near the road. He gasped, "That's it. I'll climb the tree." Zacchaeus ran to the tree and began to climb. He climbed higher and higher, holding onto the branches. Look at Zacchaeus. He's climbing a tree. He wants to see Jesus so badly. Zacchaeus didn't care. Up in the tree, he could finally see Jesus walking slowly down the street, surrounded by a crowd. Jesus was smiling and talking to people, helping those in need, and teaching them about God's love. "There he is. I can see him. I can see him." Then something amazing happened. Jesus looked up at the tree and saw Zacchaeus sitting in the branches. "Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today." Zacchaeus' mouth dropped open. "Jesus wants to come to my house." He scrambled down the tree as fast as he could. His heart was pounding with joy and excitement. Why would Jesus want to go to the house of a sinner? He's a tax collector. Isn't that the man who cheats people? But Jesus didn't care what they thought. He saw the goodness in Zacchaeus' heart. Zacchaeus opened the door to his house and bowed. "Welcome, Lord Jesus. I'm honored that you are here." Jesus smiled warmly and went inside. They sat together, and Zacchaeus felt a strange feeling in his heart, peace and hope that he had never felt before. Zacchaeus began to think about all the wrong things he had done. He remembered the times he had taken too much money, how he had cheated people, and how lonely he felt even though he was rich. "Lord, I will give half of my wealth to the poor, and if I have cheated anyone, I will pay them back 4 times the amount." Today, salvation has come to this house because Zacchaeus has decided to change. The Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. The people outside were amazed. Some were surprised. Some were skeptical. But Zacchaeus had changed. From that day on, Zacchaeus was no longer greedy. He used his money to help the poor. He treated people with fairness and kindness. Children waved at him. Neighbors smiled. Adults respected him. He had found something far more valuable than money. He had found God's love, forgiveness, and joy. Zacchaeus' story teaches us important lessons. 1. No one is too far from God to be loved. 2. It's never too late to change and do what is right. 3. True happiness comes from being generous, kind, and following God. And so, Zacchaeus, the tax collector who had once been lonely and mistrusted, became a man full of joy and love, a shining example that God can transform anyone who opens their heart to Him. Glowing star,